Don't need to record. Okay, where do we leave off? Pick back up at server. Oh, whoops. Install complete, echo, completions, bash, echo. Okay. Pick back up at server routes.go. Server routes.go. Man, it's bright. Server routes.go. It'll be server struct. At server routes. Wait, so what do we have? Server. So we did this part. Let's see. Return nil. Server. Stop the server gracefully. Return nil. Setup routes. Undefined. Which we haven't gotten to yet. Okay, yeah. Okay, makes sense. And I still have to scroll. That's annoying. Oh well. Okay. The life of a server. The server is the main thing we start up when the app starts. Yeah. And what we shut down when the app stops. It's the core part of the web app, which talks to all clients and sends them your beautiful web pages. When the server starts, it should set up your HTTP routes on the MUX and start listening on the given host and port for the request. If an error occurs, for example, because something is already listening, it should report the error back to the calling code. Motherfuck. All right, the load balancer in front will switch over from the old app version to the new one, and no one should notice, like magic. I was down. The most typical reason to stop on the web app is when deploying a new version. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Let's add the following code below the new function. The new function. Error nail, error stopping server. Okay, yeah, okay. We're here. All right. Also add this stub to a new server /routes.go file. So server 0. Wait, where to create that at? Untitled. There we go. Okay. Routes.go. Package server. And is the other one? Where's my page up? Page up. Package server. Oh, it is. Okay. Same package. Func s pointer. Wait. Oh, so this is another. See, I got it. I was doing a V Learnalong yesterday. And you don't have to do this, but I'm not going to complain because I think Go is my only shot here. It's the only fucking thing that's like mature enough, honestly. I'm not method, aka function in Go. Remember, it is a quote method when the receiver is shown first. So I spent a lot of time trying to make sense of that. It makes sense now, I mean, but at the end of the day, it's just a Go thing. I mean, you just got to know it. It's not going to be, or it's not recognizable otherwise, so it's just one of those things. Okay, so we got a function, a method. So a function that only applies to server. And the function's name is setup routes. Okay. Start begins with setting up the routes. We don't have any routes yet, so it doesn't actually set up anything. I like to keep the setup routes function in a separate file because they change a lot depending on what kind of app you're building. It's nice to keep them separate from the rest of the server code. That doesn't change very often. That makes sense. Next, we print the address we're listening on and start listening for requests. Note that HTTP server listen and serve always returns a non-nil error. Note that HTTP server Beanchy. Okay, hold on. Split it, man. All right. Which one? HTTP server dot listen and serve. This guy always returns a non-nil error. Return format error, error starting server. W. What is this saying, brother? Indicates that is not defined or imported in your code. The correct constant for this error is error server closed. Here's the corrected. That's why I don't like using Copilot. You're just doing way too much, brother. I didn't ask you to fix it. There's literally a button that says fix it or explain it. I pick explain it, and he's like, I'm gonna give you all this anyway. Hence, I think I'll just turn them off for now. Disable completions for Go. Okay. But I can still ask them stuff, I think. Okay, starting. All right, new error. We don't want to report that as an error in our app, so we filter that error out using error.is. Error.is. Lies. Error.is. Oh, okay. Which we didn't have yet. Error.is. Which fucking direction is it? The life of a server, load balancer, we got the server. I don't see error.is. Okay, so that must be further below. We don't want to report that as an error in our app, so we filter out the error, error.is. Stop sets up a shutdown timeout using the context with timeout. Oh, maybe that's where it is. Oh no, we were looking at, okay, okay, it's all coming back, kind of, sort of. error.is with context. Let's try it out. Time has reached the server does a hard exit instead. So we can be sure that it doesn't run past 30 seconds if we don't get a response. Okay, let's try it out. Let's see if our code works. We haven't written any code to start up the server. You might say to yourself right now, and you would be right, but fear not. We'll reach for one of our most valuable tools to check that our code works, which is test. Okay. Server.test. Oh, we just created, we didn't finish the, yeah. All right, so server underbar test to test what we have so far, which is just the HTTP server. Net HTTP package, standard library, testing, GitHub is, and Canvas integration test. Function to test the server, funct. Test server start. T pointer to testing. Testing.t. Canvas integration test. That, yeah, that's the one. Skip if short T. Booty. All right. T dot. So T, what is, the fuck is T? Oh, T is func test server. This is just a regular function. So T is the argument of type pointer to testing.t. Capital T. What the fuck, dude? What it? Package testing dot T. Type T struct comment is imp set true. Context test context for running test and subtest. T is a type passed to test functions to manage test state and support formatted test logs. Okay, so just some object from standard lib. Okay. The other reporting methods, such as variations of log and error, may be called simultaneously. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So something for testing. That's about it. That's what I understand so far. Trun starts the server and listens for requests. Request. That's royally fucking annoying. Why can't it just fucking rap? And func T pointer to testing.t again. T testing, and then is equal to is dot new. The fucking redundancy kills me. It just, why? Response. So what are we doing? So we're doing t.run, and this takes what? Run name string. So that's the, oh, it takes a string and a function, hence Oh, that's not, that shouldn't be there. Okay. So it takes a name or string, name as a string, and then a function. T.run. And the second argument is the func testing, which is, okay, yeah, okay. So this is this whole thing, this whole function is the second argument. Okay. Response error. Error is equal to HTTP get. Finally something I know. HTTP localhost 8081. My favorite port is no error. Fuck this, man. Is equal HTTP status not found. Response status code. And then end of function, end of body. All right. Look at your body. Okay, so since Copilot can't help himself, I'm gonna ask my guy here to. Why didn't it fucking work? All right, there we go. I feel like the up arrow should work, but it doesn't. Break down this Go code for me. So func test server start. Pretty obvious. Just our signature. That part is fine. Oh, so even that is convention. The naming in Go test functions must start with a test or with test and accept a pointer to testing.t as a parameter. Okay. Well then, okay, so at least I know that'll repeat, so that's good. Or I mean, it'll be reused, so that's convention. Matter of fact, let me. Just save that bad boy. Integration test dot skip if short t. This line likely skips the test if tests are being run in short mode using the short flag. This is common for integration tests that might take longer to run. Longer than what? T.run starts the server and listens for requests. Oh, these are our two arguments. Yeah. This creates a subtest with a descriptive name. The t.run function allows you to group related test cases and run them independently. T.run creates what? A subtest. Makes sense. So parent subtest. Okay. The trun function allows you to group related test cases and run them independently. Is variable assigned a value of is.new t, boo t, which now we know what t is. Testing T. Maybe it's not ultra important to understand exactly what that pointer is, but still. I'll ask him after this. This initializes a test helper, likely using the is testing packages. Yeah, maybe. Actually, that might help to see what. Oh, relax. Could not import. No required module provides. Oh, I have to install it. But this is put this integration test. Put this into integration test server. Go. Hold on a second. Okay, brother. A lightweight extension to the standard library's testing capabilities. Comments on the assertion lines are used to add a description. Comments on the assertion lines are used to add a description. Is equal. AB, expect to be the same. We'll output your test. Expect to be the same. Oh. So, okay. So when you run it, you can easily reason about whether or not it's correct or not. Okay. Response status code. Okay, that part makes sense. Kinda. Testing package. Response error. Makes an HTTP GET request to localhost on port 8081. This test if the server is actually running and responding to requests. Is no error. Error. Asserts that there was no error when making the request. Is equal. Response status code. Verifies that the response status code is 404, which is expected since we are hitting the root path with no handler defined. So it's checking. All in all, the server successfully starts, listening on port 8081, correctly responds to the request, and returns a 404 for undefined routes. Test appears to be an integration test. Okay, yeah. So, let me see, what? I still don't get the whole, like, this just seems so odd to me. I don't know why. What is... And how can I reason about what maps to what on either side of the... Oh, whoops, not that. Either side of the... I guess that's the assignment symbol. Multiple return values. Well, that is different. Or fuck, I don't know, is it? all this is fundamental Go pattern known as multiple return values with error handling. Let me break it down. In Go, functions can return multiple values. Okay, I didn't know that. That helps. The assignment operator is a shorthand declaration for... Oh yeah, that part I knew. So we declare and... or initialize and declare the variable at the same time. That's fine. Let's dissect HTTP GET. This is roughly how it's defined. Func GET URL is the argument of type string. Huh? The function returns two values, a pointer to the response, okay, and the error. Go's built-in error type. I get what, like, why the... Is it... What am I trying to ask here? Is error significant, or is that just convention? Okay. That shit's annoying. I don't... Whatever. I guess it's just like the method structure. Like you just got to deal with it. Because I see that everywhere. I'm like, what? Is it error or error? Error. It's horrific. So error, ERR, is of type error. Why not just call it error? I think I will. Extremely common in Go because Go has no exceptions. Errors are returned explicitly as values. So, okay. The convention is last return value is an error. Okay. That's helpful. You check the error before using the result. Typical usage looks like response, error. So there's response, and then... Oh. If error does not equal nil. Okay, so success would be error does equal nil. So if it does not equal nil, that means there is an error. Handle the error and return it, whatever it is. Otherwise, if it does equal nil, that means that's a good thing. And so the first block here would be false, so we would just move on and do whatever is here instead. Okay, brother. No, that's fine. That's thank you, Claude. Claude is the man, brother. I mean, I've heard or I've read this before, and I'm sure I'll have to read it again and again, but still, that's one of the things that just is so fucking annoying about like shit like foobar. I hate fucking examples like that. It could not be any more useless, in my opinion. to just throw out these esoteric foo bar, r bar error. Thanks, man. That really clears it up for me. You'll see variations like single return value const is equal to len slice, kimbo slice, two return values, value, okay. Count, not const, count, len slice. Three return values, file in here. Okay, well, okay. The number of variables on the left must match the number of return values from the function on the right. I see. So you can make your functions like pretty beefy. I guess in that sense, it's pretty. I mean, that's a good thing. I wonder. I'm gonna go look at Pocketbase because it's thebomb.com, but I want to see how they do it, just as an example. I don't know if they got any. That's probably a bad file to look at. Let's look at at resolvers. Look at resolvers. Okay. Oh, that would get built because you would use them with your. Okay, yeah. Core. Base. There you go. God damn. Oh my god. Funk. New base app. Oh, this is a method. Funk new base app. Oh, no. That's the return. That's what it should return. Okay. So, no, that's not what I want to see. God, see. Well, I guess it kind of is in that you can. Man, look at that. That's some hardcore stuff, brother. Okay, here's a method, yeah. So, func, and then this receiver. So, app, and the type, and the actual function's name is bootstrapped, returns true false. But where's like oh, here we go. There's a whole bunch of them. So you gotta write. Oh my god, you gotta do. Well, wait a minute. If error. So you have the event. If error. Trigger event. So, okay, so like at each state change, you gotta. All of them. Just gotta handle each. Okay, but where does that come from? Where's all that? I guess it has to be in here in this package. Got a hard copy. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, it's a big project, so I mean, it's gonna look crazy. But that makes some sense. I'm kind of getting the pain, but also the what do you call it? Practicality of it. It's just like very, very imperative. Not a bad thing, but shucks. All right, so I wanted to ask him something else. I had a question. Oh yeah. How many? Well, what other? Return types like this. I'm wondering what else I came across where the paradigm just kind of covered it up. But oh, Swift. So Swift does this too. Has tuple returns. Well, yeah, but I mean, that's fine. I do remember that, but this makes sense to me. Everything kind of lines up. I don't know. Maybe it's just something about that. Like Swift to me, I love the syntax of Swift. Func, no bullshit receiver, whatever the fuck that is, and go. I got my function name, my return arrow. So this is what's coming back. And then my logic. Return, so I know what's coming back from. This makes me kind of miss Swift, brother. Maybe I should just I should just write my fucking app in Swift. Oh, this is way more readable to me. Ooh, Kotlin. I thought about Kotlin. Data class user. Kotlin's multi-platform, just 2.0, and they're saying it's production ready already, and they point to like their own platform, the Toolbox app for the JetBrains IDEs. Supposedly, or not. I mean, I believe them, but that's written in Kotlin multi-platform. Like, it's really quite the attractive offering. Being able to go native to iOS even, which is the only reason I learned Swift in the first place. It just they always, you watch these talks and it's like always such a, it all looks so good. Like, man, it looks so easy, brother. Wow, just compile, just write it once, compile, but it's never fucking like that. But maybe this time, maybe it is. I think I tried it like a year and a half ago, and it just wasn't there. But I don't know that this is any data class. Why data class? User, val name. What is val? I guess it's val. Oh, that's their const, I think. Let me look. What is val in Kotlin? Oh, yeah, okay. Val is their const. For those people. So you are. Hold on, what is this doing? What is this doing? A data class and a function in one line, brother? What? This declares a user data class with two immutable properties, name and age. A Kotlin data class automatically provides useful methods like toString and equals, hash code, and copy function. Find get user, return type. God, this is so. I wish. Return user and a tuple. Why can't Go just do it like this? Why the fuck? This ugly fucking. God damn, dude. I might just start a Kotlin stream. Ooh, you know what would be cool if the get user function returns an instance of the user class. Output example, if you call this function val user equal to get user, so user is equal to the function get user, print line user, it will print user name equal John, age equal 25. If there was, I would do it if SAS boilerplate, not Rust, Kotlin, because I have like 45 days. I know I can do it in Swift, so I'm not really too pressed about it. I wanted to do it in Go just because Go's build system is like badass. Like there's no denying that part. So I know that would work well. And I don't want to fuck around with deployment because it's just going to be me. But at the same time, I just really don't. I don't know what it is about this kind of the ergonomics. Maybe it's because I learned Swift first. I don't know, but it just doesn't really speak to me, brother. I don't like it. Wait, what is this? Go server start. Yeah, stop the server. Who? Oh, I put these here. Yeah, these are, well, I was talking to Claude. I was like, man, these are really nice comments. Yeah, but these are from Claude. Yeah, okay, I remember that now. Context cancel. I mean, I'm sure I'd get used to it, but I don't know. The other thing that kills me, I'm going to be working with strings a lot and like doing this shit from 1995. You know, like instead of just the whole, variable name. That gets pretty ugly, man. Especially as these the more variables you have. Fuck me. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna look at these. So, oh, there's a bunch of them. $200, you say? Best Kotlin mobile boilerplates and starter kits. Well, not mobile. I don't need a mobile app. Let's see. Focus your efforts on business logic. There's a whole bunch of them. And let's test boilerplates by stack. We'll check out a few of these. This one. Boilerplate.dev. Llama Life. Boilerplates. Am I blind? Oh, there it is, Kotlin. Oh, that is it. That's the, okay. For 200 smackers, you say? It's not horrific. Makes building Android and iOS apps fast and easy with Kotlin multi-platform. Start with pre-built auth, notifications, in-app purchases. So all the cap maker. Kotlin multi-platform and compose. What is compose is the UI portion. It's not. I mean, this is super cool, but it's not really what I need. But it would be cool just to get it and then just poke at it on stream. Because I think I'm past the point. I mean, most of the syntax is starting to run together. Honestly, Go is the only. I mean, I've tried like 9 languages at this point. After learning Swift first, and I've been able to reason about even Rust makes sense to me when you read it. It's very similar actually to like traits or protocols in Swift. It's very similar. But Go for some reason just does a lot of weird. It's like the only one. Well, outside of like the ML languages, but like OCaml and F Sharp, which I've looked at, and even Elixir, like those all have. You learn one, you can read the other ones. But fucking Go's just gotta get all cute, cross-platform, develop, user auth, in-app, DI, network notifications. $60? You kidding me? I'm such a sucker. I'm probably gonna buy this. Dude, that's a nice deal. All right, let me pin this. We'll take a look at the other ones. Now, apparently, like the downside, though, just to be fair to Kotlin, apparently they don't. Like, there's an open source LSP that is community driven, but the only official one you have to use their IDE. But I mean, I really don't give a shit about that. I mean, it seems like an obvious duh thing, like people got to make money, so. And I spend more on other bullshit, so if I have to pay $100 a year to get a really nice IDE that I don't have to fuck around with config, to me that's not really anything to like bitch about. But I know people feel a certain way about that, but not this guy. That's the least of my concerns. Ship fast at scale. Yeah, is this a web app? This is what KT says. Ship fast at scale, all in Kotlin. Try the highest velocity batteries included. Boilerplate. You can blah, 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 blah. Productive. High velocity stack. Scale with you. Time to ship. Is this the app? What is this? KT SaaS is built on MISC. A Kotlin microservice framework used at 40K plus QPS scale by Cash App. What? Other big companies. Type safe. SQL. Now that's my domain, baby. I love SQL. I wish they'd make like a SQL framework. You can write web apps in SQL. I know they have it. There's this one called SQL Page. It's still pretty young, but it's written in Rust, and that's exactly what it is. Like when this thing pops off, brother, I'm coming over here. But this is super cool. Like, isn't that sick? Look at this. This is the dream right here. Whoever's building this is doing God's work. Select card as component. Oh, dude, that is so badass. There's not much there though. I looked at it, but I mean, it works, and it's for simple stuff. It's totally fine. But yeah, that's easily the thing I'm most excited about in the back of my mind. But anyway, let's go back and look at this. Type safe SQL, okay. Authelia. It's not a huge deal, because I think with Kotlin it would be even less of a deal than even with Swift, definitely with JavaScript. Like, it just, starting out with all these, sitting on top of all these libraries, but then again, you got to be, or I have to be realistic. I'm like, I'm not going to go fucking write my own shit, I'd be doing it till I'm 50 years old. Coming soon. Payments integration, full sign-up flow. Coming soon. Includes a dashboard. Coming soon. Payment integration, full sign-up flow. Containerized AI. I don't care about that. Database dashboard. Later this year. Remember, ongoing updates are included with your license. Oh, okay. Well, then that's not... I don't know. I mean, the flows are kind of the most annoying thing, so that's kind of why I would... But you do get the dashboard, which is nice. I don't really need the mobile one, though. I don't have a use for that. Pricing. Damn, bitch. What you... Oh, solo. Okay, $200. A small one-time cost, a giant leap in your velocity. Buy once, use forever. Lickens for one engineer. Unlimited projects, that's nice. But I wouldn't pay for a boilerplate that didn't give it to you for unlimited projects. That'd be crazy. 1 year starter, so I guess really the main bet is like in 1 year, I feel like they're going to add those things. But even that doesn't really matter because mine's got to be ready by January. But that, I don't know, I can build a fucking form. So it's probably fine. I just need to see like the structure, how do they do it? And how does it get translated to web assets? That's really the thing I'm interested in. So can I get a refund? We do not offer refunds. Download their code, just fork it. Hey, brother, I changed my mind. KT says, bought the code. Can I get help? Code base lets you focus your efforts on business logic and UI. Get batteries included. Yeah. I'm going to give this a solid maybe. The other one, even though it's for mobile apps, I think, a demo, cool. This always kind of worries me though. I mean, this is like pretty fucking sparse. Look at this. Deploy docs is one paragraph. Scale will help you get your service deployed in a production environment on a Ubuntu VM. Assumes necessary dependency have been installed. Yeah, see, I mean, look, if this doesn't link me to one of their own pages, it's a no for me, dog. Don't send me to No, fuck off, dude. It's just terribly undone. Or undone, not done. Yeah, no, that's the shitty part. You gotta be careful because some of these are just so... They're effectively asking you to cash roll their little boilerplate. And I'm all for... I think it's super cool that this is a thing in general because I've learned a lot this way. But that's like the shittier side of things is... You may not be privy to that. You go buy one and then it's like, surprise, brother, coming soon. But you can't get a refund. But in about a year, you'll have access. And a year goes by and your license expires. You got to pay maintenance to get the new shit that you paid for in the first place. So just, be careful with that. But I think there was one more. Yeah, is this one? Kotlin. So is it only... That's the one I looked at, I believe. But that's always the tough part too. It's like, because the platforms are constantly being updated, like the multi-platform just 2.0, it's like anything that you buy is probably going to be fucking stuck together with bubblegum and paper clips, because they were doing all these workarounds to achieve what they already did achieve. Now it gets built into the platform proper. But you're already built on top of all this, bubblegum and paper clips. So what do you do? What do you do? Man, is there anything fucking stable? That's honestly the whole point of learning Go. But because if nothing else, it's stable. Just goddamn, accelerate your journey. Blah, 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 blah. Compose boilerplate. I didn't see this one. Key features, onboarding flow. Okay, that's a good sign. That's the annoying stuff that no one wants to do, so that's good. Notification sending. Nice, brother. Okay. Revenue cat. That must be big in the mobile world. I never heard about that until I started looking at Kotlin stuff. Apps often struggle to scale, including private lint rules for Kotlin and Jetpack Compose. It would be good. It would be probably a good investment to get into Compose, because some of the demos they were showing were really impressive. And it's native, like actually native, not calling native APIs, but just native, straight up native. Compile to Swift UI native. Unlimited usage of code and... What's the difference? 1 year lifetime. That's a good question. While our boilerplate incorporates advanced features, it's designed to be accessible for developers at all levels. Beginners can use it as a learning tool. Does it support REST and GraphQL? Oh, you get both. That's nice. I just settled for REST. Our boilerplate comes pre-configured with Retrofit for REST API integration and Apollo for GraphQL support, giving you the flexibility to choose between the two. With all the shit that's come out around GraphQL and the security issues, I'm surprised it's still being like... it's a really cool concept, but I don't know, I'm surprised. $50 off for the first 50 users. Okay, brother. Streamline Android development. Join the wait. Oh, it's not available? Accelerate your journey. Now demos, start building. Yeah, it's a little too... It's got not done written all over it. So I think the only one that I saw was probably this one for the mobile app, which makes sense because this has been out longer. Anyway, I smell my girl cooking food and it smells good. I'm hungry, and I honestly, I just don't want to do it and go. I don't like it very much. And it should be fun, it should be fun. And I'm not hating on Go. I'm not saying... Clearly it's powerful. It's just not for me. I got spoiled. I shouldn't have learned Swift first. Maybe if I learned Go first, it wouldn't have been a big deal, but... Fuck, man, I gotta be able to read my shit. I'm like, what? The method calls just kill me. I don't like that. Yeah, straight up and down. I just don't like that. But I will show you this because this is part of the project. I'll still finish maybe. I don't fucking know. But I'm gonna wrap it up here. But let me just show you this library in case I never come back to it. This deserves credit. It's not my project, obviously, but Gomponents, Gomponents, like components, but Gomponents. Get it? But super cool project. So you can write pure Go, or sorry, write your web pages using pure Go. So it's just functions. So you import it, right? And then if you know HTML, this probably looks familiar, but you're literally just writing, ordered list, your anchor tag, your reference, your routes. Isn't that cool? So, I mean, effectively, like, it's composable, just like, Svelte and React and all that shit, except it's all Go. So super cool. And then there's also, what's really nice about it is you don't have to start from scratch. If you go, there's another website, Components Plus, at the top of the page here. So there's already, I donated some of my old UI here. And so the dude that wrote it coagulated all of them here. And so HTMX, Bulma, Tailwind, all these have components already that you can use. So if you want to dig into it, go check it out. There's already a lot of different libraries and styles and kits that you can use. So if you are a big Go fan, this would be a good one to support and check out. Okay, guys, I'd like to thank you for coming out, watching me look at Kotlin Marketplace. I'm going to start a Kotlin stream. I really like that. That or Swift, but I got to go with what I know. You know what I mean? I need to quit fucking around. I wanted to be like a cool guy. Yeah. I'm a Go dev. Yeah, I don't need all them keywords and fancy. Yes, I do. I need it. I need all the fancy shit. I need that. I just do. Guess I'm a modern. Maybe I'm right there on the cusp of it, but yeah. So it's either going to be Kotlin or Swift, or even Rust or F#, but something I can read. Likely not any more Go here. Sorry, guys. But appreciate you. Drop a sub if you want to see any of that other stuff, and I'll be back in a few hours for the Halo stream.